And he's out to the 43. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Hardy. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Off the RPO, complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on first and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. Maybe a crease. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On first down, it's Hardy again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Smith. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Jackson gonna throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback keeper. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's those kinds of mistakes that just drive you crazy. It can ruin a drive. The false start backs him up on 3rd and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Back's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Here's the pressure. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Got a man in the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Jackson will throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Simmons. Pressure coming. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
QBs have to understand, when I'm thrown against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Off play action. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Hauls it in. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Simmons. Gets it out fast. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. Missouri wants to go fast. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires quickly. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Simmons. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Going for it all. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give is to Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Georgia taking on the Florida Gators. And it's the Bulldogs on top right now as they look to move to 6-2. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly from this group, and yet here they are, very much in the mix in their lead.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Jackson gonna throw it. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's a give to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Again, it's Hardy. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Working that left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Smith takes the handoff. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Jackson will throw. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. On the run, still looking. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Here's Simmons to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Throwing Simmons. Touchdown Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Smith. Oh, the sweet feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Slings it downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Simmons. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. Lowers those pads. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to the run, it's Hardy. There's some room. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
Hey, take it.
Unloads quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give is to Smith. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Keep it on the ground. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try the right side with Hardy.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The run inside. It's Hardy. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it